Alright, I'm gonna do a quick video on this. I picked this one up for $22. This is possibly the same bike, not the same one, but the type of bike I had that was stolen from me. I had moved around a little bit and I went and rented a storage unit in Redding, California. And I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 weeks after I rented it, they robbed my storage unit. They cut the lock. They didn't cut the lock. They cut the pin that slides back and forth, and took all my stuff. I must have showed up when it had just happened because there was still some stuff in there. They hadn't got all my stuff out. And what they were doing was they were stealing the stuff and putting it in another unit, and then getting it out of there. And I'm pretty sure that I knew who had done it because there was a truck, a Dodge truck, that would drive through the storage unit, and they rubbernecked and were looking in my unit while it was in there. And, they were casing the joint. And when I got there, and found that my unit had been broken into, I started to... Well, first I called the police, but anyway, I loaded the rest of the stuff that was left into my vehicle. And while I was doing it, that truck drove by. And I tried to follow them out of there. But anyway, they seemed to be leaving in a hurry. And I didn't have time to chase them around because I didn't see anything in their truck. So I don't know what was going on. But when I called the owner of the storage unit, he goes, "Oh yeah, it happens all the time. There's nothing we can do about it." I'm like, "Well, what about your security cameras?" "Oh, they're not good enough to be able to tell who it was because they walk along the side of the building where they can't be seen." So basically, they went in there, stole my truck, 820. I'm pretty sure it was an 820. But I bought it from somebody else and they'd modified it. And there was something on it that was yellow. Maybe it was just a different year. And it had an extra gear on the rear, which made it hard to shift. But these are not the correct handlebars for a truck of any kind. I don't know who did that. They must have did it and donated it and thought, this will be funny. So this thing's pretty rough, but they usually look worse than they are. I aired up the tire before I left. It's holding air, and it's got a newer, looks like Blackburn. Let's see. It's a 26 by 210. It says Innova, but it says Blackburn somewhere else. And that's the rotation direction. I think this tire is on backwards. I always have a hard time visualizing which way the tire should be. Innova tires. But on the other side, I'm just about sure it says Blackburn. Yep. Okay, anyway. It's like literally like brand new. This one is a Specialized with the wrinkly wool. I don't know what the hell they call these, but this is a Presta. But I was like, this thing's leaking, so the Presta's no good. So we need to get that off of there. It's ripped. So see, toast. Anyway, this bike is really similar to the one I had, so that's why I bought it. I really didn't want to buy it because it's not in super great shape. But I mean, it's got spots like this on it. It's pretty bad here. Where I'm like, okay, and I gotta get a seat and I gotta get handlebars. I've got a pair of handlebars for it. In fact, I could have this thing done here in probably 20 minutes to a half hour if I really wanted to. But I bought it because I was just like, well, it's probably not going to see another one. Probably not going to be in much better shape. And I rode the piss out of that bike before they stole that thing from me. I used to do 10 miles a day on that bike every day. And I ride that bike all over Reading on the bike trails and just all over the damn place. Sundial Bridge over the Sacramento River and, you know, up to the Keswick Dam. And I just rode that thing like crazy. So, yeah, that really bummed me out. So, this is going to be cool because it's weird. The thing is upside down on my other bike. I would think it was the other way. So this will be cool because it's very much similar. I think my other bike had suspension added to it. So this will be fun to get this one done. So just got to put a tube in here. I think that one's good. I mean, just the cost of, like, I think a set of tires are $26 right now at Walmart for these kind. So you got, like, that's $13 right there. I mean, I paid like $22 for this bike. I mean, what the hell?